I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, all right. Hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Weekend's getting here pretty quick. Got some big stuff coming up. This weekend, it is the Tequesta Chili Cook-Off. I know Bird and Virginia been going over all their cooking plans. Sounds like it's about to go down.
Oh, yes. We are preparing. We got some shopping, and we got some fun on deck. I'm so excited for today.
We have more shopping to do?
I do, yes, because I wanted the ingredients to be the most fresh.
I don't have to go with you for that.
Nope.
I can go. Oh, it's great.
Nope. I prefer to fly solo.
Yeah, I kind of like shopping by myself.
I just do. I can get more done. I know where I need to go. I like to go by myself.
Shopping with somebody can be annoying.
It's fun when you have time.
Yes.
We don't got time.
No.
You're under the crunch, huh?
Yes.
How long you think you'll be at my house? If you had a guess.
Hopefully not. Let's see. I have to leave your house by 2:30 p.m.
Okay, I love it.
Maybe a little bit earlier. Actually, 2 p. I have to leave your house at 2 p.
No problem. Do you want me to order lunch? Do you want some pizza?
Yeah, whatever you want to do. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we'll talk.
That's right. We're broadcasting.
You want to just work it all out here?
Well, what you got?
Kevin starts doing prep.
Yeah.
Prep's like, okay.
We're over
Hey,
here
I'll let you
dicking
guys
around.
figure out lunch. I'm going to...
The most uninteresting fucking podcast ever.
It is going down on Saturday. You can see Virginia and Jbird out there. The gates open at 2 p.m. The farts start at 2:10.
I don't know, Kev. We're going to be sampling our chili all morning long, so we'll probably be farting by noon.
Sweet. Even better. It's great. Yeah, $30. All you can eat and drink there.
Buy your tickets ahead of time because this event will sell out, and you don't want to show up and try to buy your ticket at the door and hear that it's sold out.
Anybody from the chat room going? Let us know. I'd love to see if you are.
All you can drink beer, all you can eat chili. I mean, this sounds like a KVJ-centric kind of thing.
Yep, absolutely. One of the fun things going down this weekend. All right, let me see some other stuff. Got a ton of emails coming in here today. Picking up on one thing we talked about earlier. Now that Donald Trump is president-elect, we're going to have another 4 years of him bopping in and out of Mar-a-Lago with the type of protection that a president needs. I think it's going to be the same of what we've seen the last couple of months, but if you forget or have over the last 4 years, you do have traffic issues. And I do remember Trump always seemed to like to come in right at about rush hour. That was always a favorite. So they would close down I-95 right at about 5:15. And so that will probably be something you'll have to have those days where you pay a little bit of attention to the president's schedule to see when he might be in and out of town to drive accordingly. And was hearing the breakdown on the costs of protecting the president. Palm Beach Sheriff is very active in that. They said they spend $200,000 a day.
Wow.
Guarding what will be President-elect Trump. Vicky said, I work for PBSO. It is all federal funding. So they do spend that, but not coming out of our coffers.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because, you would think, do the math on that. You would think that would bankrupt an agency relatively quick, or at least keep them from providing the necessary care that we need. Because keep in mind, they do have another job for us, right?
Man, no wonder our federal income taxes are so high.
It is quite a production.
What's a nut to cover?
Yeah, and I have kind of heard that it's one thing. Think about it. You're putting together the president's schedule, whomever the president might be. You have to say, okay, it's quite a to-do. There's a lot of moving parts. It's not like, hey, you just want to go out tonight and get a drink? That just can't happen. You got to have it all planned out and get Secret Service out there and figure out the routes and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if they can really go anywhere on a whim.
See, like, as if you're the president and all of a sudden you're craving corn dogs, you can't just go to the corn dog shop.
No, you would aluld have somebody go grab it for you. You would
Which
never.
is awesome, by the way.
Yeah, true. All
You
that's
probably,
good.
you have a chef and you just tell your chef, I know you have a chef at Mar-a-Lago. I'm sure you have a chef at the White House. You just say, hey, I'm in a corn dog mood. Whip it up.
So, okay, let's say you're at the White House and it is 1:30 a and you can't sleep and you're the president and you are just fucking jonesing for some corn dogs.
Yeah.
Can you get them stat?
First of all, I get it because I too Jones for corn dogs. I think they're always working. I think they have to be ready for you to come down there and need a corn dog.
You're the president. You gotta get. I mean, if you want a corn dog, I think
get him a corn dog.
They gotta find a way.
I think they do. I think that I would imagine that happens within reason.
Now you're making me want a corn dog. You got any corn dogs at your house?
No, but I can stop and get. Well, you're going to the store.
All right,
I'll send you. The corn dogs will be on me. I'll send you some Venmo.
It's odd that you mentioned that because we were talking about Facebook Marketplace earlier on the show, and somebody said, I think Jbird would want this, and it was a utensil set where all the utensils, the base was a corn dog.
Holy shit, would I love that.
Woody, love it.
It feels like maybe there's just a reason for this now. It's in our text thread. I don't have to find it, but it did pop out to me. I was like, how about that?
I didn't even see it.
Okay,
you need a corn dog fork.
Shit, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you might need to get that then. Okay. So a good thing this came up because I would have just neglected and you would have gone your lifetime without corn dog forks.
Tell that person, take my money.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just take it. I'm going to
Just
throw it
take
at
my
you.
money. Charge me whatever you want and double it.
Yeah. So, yeah, you know, I am a political Kev. I love that. I was a poli-sci major when I first got into college, and so I like it for the sport of it, and it doesn't get me all bothered and upset. You know,
I like
I
politics.
like studying it, yeah.
Me too, if no one
Yeah.
fucking wants to kill each other.
Yeah, I love the studying. It doesn't make me angry or upset. Maybe I'm unique in that respect, but it's kind of interesting because all the networks, they're all broadcasting from, you know, West Palm Beach. It's prevalent there. A lot of them, CNN I saw, they're at the Bend downtown. In fact, if you go by the Bend, you can see the rooms that they've reserved.
Oh.
Because sometimes you'll see the lights up there. If you take a good look, it's kind of middle of the way up, but they're always doing live shots from that balcony up there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. Right there by the bridge at Mar-a-Lago, a lot of them are there. And got an email here from Michelle. They're going to be using Mar-a-Lago as the place for the transition to put the team together. I heard that Trump was superstitious about it. And so I saw today, I think he has to get 1,200 people approved. There's like 4,000 people he brings into work in his administration. Isn't that insane?
Wow.
Thousands of people. And so a lot of times, I guess they start on this months in advance, but Trump was superstitious to be like, yeah, not going to work on it. You know, he thought it was going to be a bad.
Was that your Trump?
Yeah, I got to work on my Trump. It's not good. But
Well,
we
you got a
4
few
more
years, so
Yeah,
you
I got
can
4 more years to get together.
Really dust that thing off.
Yeah. But yeah, so he's got to kind of get together. So he's going to be doing his transition team here. But Michelle had said, yeah, my son, he works at Palm Beach International in private aviation. You got to see some stuff because, I mean, you think all the people coming into the Palm Beaches all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was there the other night. Elon Musk came in with a whole crew. They're all wearing their MAGA hats and all that kind of stuff. So
Is he going to have a spot in the cabinet or whatever?
no, I think he's too busy. You know, they've thrown some things around. He'll have some influence there, and it's going to be a conflict of interest because he gets billions in government contracts every single year.
He's too busy building Earth 2.
Yeah.
The second planet that you don't know is being constructed out in space.
And making a whole fleet of alien babies.
The man's got a fleet.
Yeah.
You can't deny it. He has a fleet.
He does.
He'll be, you know, kind of a hanger on here and there, and you know, doing a few things. He'll pop up, but yeah, I don't think he's going to be in the cabinet or have an official position. Cassie, a lot of people sending us what they wrote in for president. She said, my husband wrote in University of Miami quarterback Cam Ward. Okay. he might get an election for a Heisman Trophy, so I don't know about president. I don't know if I want Cam Ward as president. A Heisman Trophy winner? Yeah, I could see that. That'd be great. Jean sent an email. She's got a 19-year-old granddaughter that was crying. She is all upset. She read some of the Project 2025. Her mom's Indian. Her father is white. She wanted a calming word. Just to let you know, that is not connected directly to Trump. So he says, I don't think it's going to be happening. I wouldn't worry about that. So
What is that?
I won't go into it, but if you've heard the Project 2025, it was some people that were in Trump's first administration that they wrote out, in a sense, their thesis as to what needs to happen in a second Trump administration. But he's not endorsed it. It's not his thing. He's distanced himself from it. And it was kind of used a bit by the Democrats to kind of freak people out, saying, here's why you don't want Trump back in, because all these things will happen. And there's some things in there that, would make people a bit nervous, but I would not sweat that. So I don't think that is any kind of sign of what is going to happen. So just ignore all that stuff. It's side noise used to freak people out. So let me see some other stuff that's going on here that people have sent in. Talking a bit about shrooms earlier and just how some people are using these things to change their lives. According to Rolling Stone magazine, 50 to 80% of people that have dabbled in the shrooms have basically said that it was one of the top 5 most, I guess, religious experiences they've had in their life.
I think, especially if you're talking about not going too crazy with them, I just think it can open up some doors to make you think differently sometimes, especially when you talk about the death of the ego. I know that it can make you go, I was wrong in that situation. And looking back, I wish I could have done it differently. And in the future, I will do it differently. And it also makes you kind of feel like, yeah, you're not separated.
Yeah.
You are connected.
I do like that.
I know it's hippy-dippy,
Yeah.
but to me, death of ego also means you really take a look within yourself and go, I was wrong and I could be better.
Yeah. I mean, look, if it gives you that introspection to make you a more peaceful person and connect us all better, all for it. There are definitely some people that could use that.
I'm not one of those people that say it's for everybody, because I don't think everything is for everybody. I think booze isn't for everybody. I think weed isn't for everybody. I think everyone's chemistry is differently. So when people email and say everyone's going to have this world of bliss, I don't want people to get it twisted, because I don't think that's going to happen.
Right. Jeff said, my best shroom trip was on the 4th of July in Washington, D.C. We all dropped shrooms and then sat there at the reflecting pool in front of the Lincoln Monument for the fireworks. That would be pretty amazing, because they have the most badass fireworks, and you'd be looking at them in the reflecting pool, and I would just like being there regardless. That'd be kind of a cool way to watch it.
Live music too.
Sure, okay.
Very, very nice.
Okay. Interesting stuff that people are sending in here. Becky, she got many things that she'd like to just quickly rant on here. People have made this comment as well. I don't know enough about the process of getting amendments passed in Florida. It's 60%. I don't know how long it's been that way. That's the threshold that you have to get over.
Can we vote on it not being 60?
Yeah, I'll have to look into that, because it is a good question. And people have brought up that point. I want to find out when and how that started. Is that just always been? Is it like 100 years that we've been doing that? Is that standard across other states if they want an amendment passed? Because she just said, break it all down, she's very upset about Amendment 3 and the recreational weed not passing. She just said, I just don't get it. She's like, nowhere else in math do we say 44% beats 55.9%.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the problem that I had with it, because I'm like looking at it going, all right, I already struggle with math, but the losing number looks bigger than the winning number, so that means more people want it. Shouldn't all rational people want to go with the majority?
I did have a few of my friends reach out to me that were very upset about it. They go, man, it just be nice to just go to the store and just go grab some weed.
Well, more people want it than don't want it. So what are we doing?
I don't know. I feel like there's always something. When a majority wants something and it's not happening, it always kind of seems like there's something else going on.
Yeah, I want to look into why they did that. Why do we feel like 60% is what they need to have for the majority?
I mean, that's how we do our KVJ polls. I mean, if it's 51,
we go 50.
If it's 51%, that side wins.
It's the majority, yeah.
51 is the winner.
That's the winner.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rather interesting. I did get a little bit into it. DeSantis, our governor, was really into defeating Amendment 3 and 4, and he really threw a lot of weight behind it. I did come on here and I spoofed. I just couldn't believe. I thought that the ad that he had his wife in it And it's no knock on him, but I just thought it was fucking ridiculous that they were, just going, oh, the smell of it, the weed's going to be everywhere. And she's like, you're going to be in the playground and somebody's going to come up smoking. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is when?
I've heard other people say that too, though.
That people are coming up on playgrounds and hotboxing kids with weed?
That's not allowed.
People think that that's what it's going to be like.
And where is these parks at? Because I would like to go.
Hotbox me.
I'm telling you, most people don't want to give away their drugs.
I just thought that was crazy. And I saw it, and they ran the shit out of that ad. And it'd be interesting to see the people, how effective was that? It must have struck a chord with people.
Look, whether pot is legal or not, that can happen regardless. If you're going to be a psycho enough to take weed to a park and hotbox a kid, there ain't no law going to be stopping you doing that.
Right. And what Mike said too, they really left it ambiguous. Yeah, the rules are going to be the same as SIGs. And the one thing I quoted, because I don't think it got enough publicity, there was even a Republican senator from Florida that said, yeah, we're going to make sure that every guideline for smoking cigarettes applies to marijuana. So what they're saying, you're going to be in restaurants and people are just going to be lighting up and smoking weed.
That's not true.
I know. And that's what the ad was saying. That's what that ad was saying, and I think that it must have worked.
It did work. I heard people repeating it.
And honestly, I mean, I'm pro pot, and I don't want that either.
No, right.
Denny's doesn't want that. Most people don't want that.
Sensible people don't want that, and I think that's what it is, and that's why with a lot of the things that are politics, I know there are some things that do seem wacky in the world of it, but for the most part, it all settles itself down to what common sense is. In many instances, not every time, but most instances, that's it. And so I'm like, okay, we're going to get this thing passed. As adults, you'll have the freedom to be able to recreationally buy your marijuana, and then we'll make sure that don't be an asshole with it.
But seriously, though, where are the hotbox parks at? I would like to. Is there a map that I can make?
That's what I thought too. I was like, what? And she's on a playground. There's little kids behind her. They go, oh my gosh, no, we can't have this. People are going to be hotboxing weed to kids.
I never heard it.
The ad was all over the place.
I didn't see it.
It was all over the place. And then the guy that was in it that was all upset about smoking in restaurants, he looked like the biggest pot smoker on the planet. I was like, this has to be a paid actor, and he must really be going against himself.
Pot smoking in restaurants? What?
That was part of it.
Yeah, and the waitress walks up and she goes, I don't want to smell it in here.
Yeah.
Like, people are going to be sitting in the restaurant blowing marijuana smoke on each other.
That's why I was don't even smoke in restaurants.
That's why I was trolling. I'm like, it's fucking ridiculous. I'm like, this can't be working on people. But
it worked.
They ran the shit out of it.
Well, whether it worked or not, keep in mind, not everyone is pro-pot like the people on this show and even in this area. There are some people who really have a issue with pot still to this day. They think it is a gateway drug. They really go back to the dare days, and they also think it makes you lazy. All of those things that kind of go with pot that isn't true for everybody.
Right.
That's what people do still think about. I hear people talking about it.
Yeah.
They still think it's, you never get off the couch. Well, I think that's a personality thing, because I know a lot of potheads that get a lot done.
I'm always for just letting adults live their life, let them make decisions. You don't need to freaking babysit me.
Political Kev, everybody.
And if someone's smoking pot in a restaurant, everybody is going to ask that person to leave. That's not in society. That's not going to be put up with.
Well, it's not going to be allowed. And once again, just like the hot box at the park example, what's to stop some maniac from doing that now? Someone who's going to do that against the law anyway, they don't care about the law.
Yeah.
They're going to do it regardless.
No, you're right. Kathy said it happens at restaurants, especially with vapes, at tiki bars or open air places. It shouldn't.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
It shouldn't.
Yeah, they need to be told to take it outside, where there aren't people around them. So that's just the way it should be.
Absolutely. If there's rules in place, they should be followed.
Yeah. So, yeah, I really was, even with all, I don't know how much effect. I think DeSantis had a good effect. He knows politics, and I think he wrangled up the money, and they ran those ads, and it was effective, and we don't have recreational weed.
Two things I like, restaurants and weed, and I can tell you this much, I don't see people smoking at the Olive Garden.
I'm at restaurants all the time.
Tiki bar is different because it's outside and it's a bar.
3 to 4 times a week I'm at a restaurant.
So I can see that happening, and if the Tiki bar isn't down with that, then the Tiki bar needs to be diligent on how to get them out of there and say, no, we don't do that here.
Yeah, so... Anyway, so there we are with that. Amendment 4 did not pass. Similar bills in other states. I think 4 or 5 others it did. There are only 2 states that did not pass the abortion amendments. It was us and I think South Dakota. So that was another probably surprise for some people. Michael said, here again with another half-speed recommendation. Can you play Bird Being Tickled from World Record Wednesday at half speed? It's absolutely terrifying and hilarious all at the same time.
Dude, Denny's is a great tickler. It hurts
He was good.
He dropped me to my
got me
knees.
for a second. Yeah, I lost my mind. I got all tickled. I got cut up in the tickle.
He came for you.
He did. By the time he tickled Ralston, he was all warmed up, ready for the bird.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Oh, I hate being tickled. Yeah, one of the first punishments I ever had on the show was I got held down and tickled by a bunch of clowns. I don't know if you remember.
Right, I think I do remember
Yes,
that.
I do
Yeah.
remember that.
Uh-huh. So here is Bird Being Tickled at half speed.
Oh my God, no! Butters! Baby Rose! Baby Rose!
What is that, your safe word?
That sounds like
Baby word?
I'm Sloth from the Goonies. Baby Rose! Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was awful. Gosh, I would be very horrible to murder. It would not be quiet.
Oh, no, my gosh.
Hopefully
yeah.
no one ever tries.
It would be the fucking worst mistake. They may kill me, but they'll remember me.
Murdering you don't want to be slow. You need to do a quick death stab kind of, take him out fast. Yeah, otherwise, that's what you're going to get.
You will get that.
Mm-hmm. Cynthia said, Kev, I recently bought this neck device because I am also afraid of the slump or the hump that you get. The company says to use it 20 minutes a day. It's got a set timer in it. It vibrates with heat.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's something after I tried to get with the chiropractor this week, and she looked at my back. She's like, oh, I can't even touch that. There's just too much stress and all that stuff that's built up there in your back.
There's a TikTok of Kevin that just went up, him getting the rub down, and you can see like Dr. Cologne going, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can help this guy.
Yeah.
You can see the hump. You're all over TikTok right now.
Isn't that awful when a medical person says that? I don't know if I can help you. I had a therapist say that to me before.
Yeah, you're like, okay.
Oh,
I don't think I can help you, Jason. Like, are you fucking quitting on me? You shitting me?
where do I go from here?
Right.
What do I do now?
Well, the thing that sucks is I don't really know the way around it because, you got to do work, and pretty much a lot of my work is computer-based, and I don't know how to get around that.
Sorry, bitch. You got to start typing standing.
Or mount your screen on your ceiling.
You got to stand type,
Yeah,
which would suck.
and then I just had seen, too, that standing is not good for you.
So what do? Hover?
It's a great question. Yeah, I have no idea. I was like, well, okay, well, then that's kind of fuck too. So, yeah, I don't know. So, but, again, then getting this device and then 20 minutes, and you got to carve out 20 minutes every day.
That gets into your masturbating time.
Right, yeah, right. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, the thing I was telling you about with standing up, it is kind of nutty. Yeah, let me see if I can find this here, where they say that, you're not supposed to. It says, a recent study found that standing for 2 hours or more daily increases the risk of circulatory disease like blood clots in the legs. It's bad news if you purchased a standing desk to offset the negative impact of sitting, which was my idea, to offset the impact of slouching and working at a sitting desk. So
I think you know what it is. I think it's balance. I think you're supposed to get up, walk around, sit down, stand up, walk around. I think it's an up and down kind of a thing.
do the hokey pokey.
Drop it like it's hot.
I think you do.
Twerk on your way down.
You got to twerk. I think that's
We're kidding, but I'm kind of not.
I think that's what it is.
Like, you're supposed to do like different movements and different stretches and different things all throughout the day, like squats, do a little twerking, touch your toes, do a little walking, look, stretch and do this, touch the sky. Like, you're supposed to do all that every day.
She's right.
Yeah, so now I need 2 desks. So I'll sit for an hour, then I'll turn around, stand for an hour, then I'll turn around, sit for an hour, and
It's not a 2 desk. I really just have 4 legs.
unreal.
What?
I don't think it made sense.
Did that make sense?
I don't know if it, in my head and in my heart it did. But
Did you just say I'd rather have 4 legs?
he said I had a 2 desk. I go, instead of 2 desks, I'd rather have 4 legs.
I didn't
you
know
could
that was an option.
Well, it was stupid.
Here's one for Virginia, product recommendation. I don't know if we brought this up before. Malk. It's a cashew. Looks like a nut milk.
I like an almond milk. A vanilla almond milk, I like that. Regular milk.
You like nut milk?
I like nut milk.
I bet you do.
Would you like to milk my nuts?
Oh, you couldn't handle it, Ralston. I mean, within 20 seconds, my boy would explode.
Prove it. Prove it. Prove it.
Ralston couldn't handle this.
I don't think I could.
That would be kind of a good competition.
Yeah.
What?
At a Denny's and Jbird, who can make you come faster?
It's going to be on different
Wow,
days.
okay.
I want this to be official
It's
then.
fun hypothetical.
I want this to be official.
Well, because if I go
Right.
second, he
No?
has to have
Well,
recovery time.
because we got a lot of contests that are always in dispute, like World Record Wednesday. You got to have a conclusive winner.
We do them a month apart, so Kevin has time to build up his
gotta
nut
recover.
sack.
And we'll call Wacky Wednesday. Or Whacked Off
Whack
Wednesday.
me Wednesday.
Whack Off Wednesday.
Whack me Wednesday.
I feel like this needs to happen, like, I don't know, when we leave broadcast radio. I don't know.
You think fucking Denny's the Turtle's going to get it done? Shit that, man. No. He's going to go too slow.
I do think Jbird could give it to you, Kev.
Of
Yeah, I
course.
do too. I have no doubt.
Or we were talking handsies. Hangies. Hand
whatever
jobs.
you got to do.
Oh, I thought we were using your mouth.
No, come on. Can you take it seriously?
Clean it up. Clean it up, Sinicki.
Exactly. Clean it up, man.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
How dare I?
Right. Got a question here from Jeremy. Said, would Virginia watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre for a donation to Little Smiles?
How much?
Didn't say.
I will
Start
say
talking.
that you could handle it, but it would disturb you. It is a disturbing. Even I watch that and I get a little unsettled at times because it's just a fucked up story and it's a little gory too.
Did he take their skin off and make like a mask out of it?
Leatherface is known to carve the face, yes, typically
Oh.
of a woman,
Okay.
and then he will put it on his face and then hunt down his victims with a chainsaw.
You're going to have to talk about like a really good donation. Like it's got to have at least 2 or 3 zeros behind it.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen the ending or know of the ending, but it ends
No, I
in
don't.
the break of the morning, and the sun's coming up. And I always thought early morning, it's a light out. I think that's creepy because you don't see it that often.
You don't see that. It's
Yeah.
normally at nighttime.
In movies, you don't see that.
He murdered all night long and the sun came up.
There's American Horror Story with the clown one, and there's a scene where the clown attacks this couple that's out on a picnic, and it's in the middle of the daytime, and it happens so quick, and it's so uneasy because it's out in the daytime, out in this field. It's just weird when it's not at nighttime. It sometimes can have an air of eeriness, a little bit more than night. To
Yeah, I
me.
get it. A sunrise is horrifying now.
Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of donation are we talking about here?
I mean, if you want to put 3 zeros behind it, you can come and watch it with us.
So $100 you're saying?
No, that's 2 zeros.
Oh, 3. Damn, $1,000.
If you go into the thousands, you can come watch it with us.
I mean, I like what she's doing. She's raising higher money. Little
I'll
smiles.
fucking cook for you too. How about that?
She'll cook you human skin like Leatherface.
Ooh.
Like a little fun snack buffet.
Okay.
That's my weak spot. If you're going to donate money to Little Smiles, then that's how you get me.
I think they knew what they're doing.
They did.
Yeah. Jennifer said the other day you mentioned salmon. The L is silent. But that brings me to the following. Why are there so many words in the English language where some of the letters are silent?
Oh, good at.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah. Salmon, doorknob, knob. Yeah. It is odd.
Why do you have to put the G in front of a gnat? It's stupid.
It really is, yeah. I don't know why we wouldn't have done language so that it makes sense. Because you have rules when it comes to language, and thus you're breaking the rule there. Why are we breaking the rules of language? It doesn't make sense to me. It's all so odd.
It's to be cute, I feel like. Clever.
Think so? That's what somebody said at one point. They're like, you know what? Let's be cute and spell gnat with a G, just to really screw everybody up.
I really had a tough time. Not spelling it as a kid, because it stood out to you, but I had a tough time accepting gnat.
Yes.
No one could ever explain it to me the right way.
That's why that bit is pretty good. It's an ongoing one they do with Nate Bargatze on SNL, where he plays George Washington, and he's talking about founding the nation and all the rules and things they're going to do. And he's like, and we're going to spell gnat with a G. And
That's a bit?
Yeah, it's a bit.
Yeah.
They keep going on. It's all these different things that make no sense.
That's
And they're like,
funny.
going, why would we do that? And he's like, just because.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
All the dumb things that we got here in America. You're going, why do we do that? Got a question here from Shelly. I think she's wanting to know, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to figure this out. Maybe you have an answer. It is two stick figure kind of people on one of those yellow signs, and it looks like there is a wave level to some point. But the one person looks like they're standing on maybe a ledge, but their head is outside of the water. The other person is floating. But the thing that they're trying to figure out, WTF does this sign mean? The one person who's standing on the shelf in the water, it looks like their dong is out for the person that is floating. Can you see that sign there?
Oh, yeah. No, that's the hand job sign. We were just talking about this.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. That could be perceived as hetero, homo, bi. I'm personally a lesbian, but I find this fun, so I'm not sure what this
I think that
means.
means you're allowed by law to finger and to give hand jobs in the water at that beach.
Okay, underwater hand jobs
Yes.
are allowed?
I think you will not get in trouble for that. Because I
okay.
think you're technically not allowed to do that at the beach.
Okay.
A
So,
woman,
in the
woman got arrested for that.
But in the water, nobody knows.
Well, that's what people think sometimes. They
the
think
fish know.
they think they're getting all clever. A couple will go out in the water and then, we'll do a little hide and seek. No one's gonna know. And people go, they look like they're grinding and porking right now, and they'll have the cops called on them.
Wow.
Just be careful if you're gonna pork.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be porking around people, man.
Yeah.
Because people, if someone thinks you're porking, they will call the cops on you. And that's what happened to that woman. She was in the water masturbating.
Oh, right. Yeah. She was making some noises, though, wasn't she?
She was quite
Yeah.
getting into it.
Yeah.
Self-pork.
I know. And then that's it. That story ended terrible.
Yeah.
A bad story. She got arrested. It was on body cam, and then she ended up committing suicide.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, because she was humiliated.
Oh, Lord.
It's a heavy story, man.
Was she drunk?
I can't speak upon that. It was next to a tiki bar.
'Cause how are you not aware that you're making so much noise, grinding it out?
Yeah, and she might have not even been in the water. She might have.
Yeah.
She might have been
on
close to the
beach.
water. She didn't realize that a couple that had a kid with them saw her, and they're like, "You can't be fucking doing that at the beach." And then the cops did arrest her.
Ugh.
Okay. Well, how about that, huh?
It was
That's a lot.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Had like a Virginia ending in
You
there.
take all the fun out of masturbation.
That was kind of a. I'm so sorry. I wish I would have told that story.
Can we go back to you chugging Kevin in a competition against Denny's?
The hand job 2004. Or 2024. Did I say the year wrong?
You did.
Jeez.
I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah.
2024. Oh my God.
And Becky with another thought here. She said, teaching kids to read is a lot easier and more successful if you turn closed captioning on right from the moment where they start watching programs.
That is a good tip.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
We like it.
That is a good thing to do. So definitely, yeah, I'd like to get better with my language skills. I'm not sure that the closed captioning, I've done that. I watch Telemundo every now and then.
We know
Just
you
kinda
do.
get it.
We know you do.
But I don't know that I've tried turning on the captioning and it doesn't come out in the English, it comes out in the Spanish. So if you want to do, I guess that would work for English to English, but yeah, how can you make it change? So you would do, if you're watching a Spanish program, into English. If anybody knows how to do that, let me know. Because I would like to try to do that. I don't know that you can, to be honest with you, unless you have a special program.
My TV gives you all those choices.
Well, oh, we're fucking fancy in DeQuesta.
Yep. Questa TV.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you get.
I think Ralston's got better TVs than me.
He does. No,
Your
his-
TVs probably do it too over there, Slick Daddy.
Yeah, they probably do. Your thing looks like that could give you a hand job. Your TVs.
It does.
It's nice.
It does. It's a good one.
That's a good TV if it strokes you.
All right, y'all. Thank you for the emails. You can always get them through to us. mail@kvjshow.com. We got one day until the weekend. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.